Late into the night, in a city long forgotten, behind a murky hotel people have been advised to stay away from, a bellhop stands hunched over closely to the hotel's decomposing exterior, meanwhile chewing on a nicotine patch and occasionally popping a flavor-blasted goldfish. The management has been complaining about an illegal broadcast coming from somewhere within the hotel. The bellhop only heard about it during the morning meeting and has since become hooked and addicted to the information that traverses the megahertz. The bellhop is listening to the illegal broadcast on what seems to be a jerry-rigged Nokia phone, masking his activity with an ironclad VPN. His hands are twitching with anxiety at the thought of being caught while listening to the broadcast. The following message is what the broadcasting signal contains.
Howdy there, friends across the bandwidth. Time for another devlog. Hey, you shut up back there. Sorry about that. That was just my newly acquired chicken, you see. This is a very pristine chicken. Game dev got 8. Big ups to all the backers for keeping me well fed and shit. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, let's look at some new stuff. The game world is growing, and the way for the player to interact with it needs to reflect that. With that, we've created a phone that can help the player in their journey throughout the world. Real quick, to make a screen that can follow the animation on the phone, we've created a sort of UV map to track the screen. How this was done was that we used a texture of a UV that could be expressed as 0 to 1 in X and Y. We then made a phone animation that used the texture for its screen. We then render everything we need to an empty render target. Then we draw that render target again, but this time we tell it to use the UV texture in the animation to decide what pixel correlates to what part of the render target. Basically, we're remapping the pixels inside of a shader. Cool results, would recommend. With the phone, the player can make calls to their friends that they've made along the way. Meet new people, chat with the right guy, and unlock a new friend that you can call anytime you feel lonely or sad. Let's see a demonstration of that by calling Sanyari's dad. Since the world is growing and becoming harder to navigate, we've invested some time into making a map that can help you get around. The idea is that as you discover the world, more and more places will be opened up to you. So you won't automatically have all places on the map unlocked. Instead, it's something that unlocks as you spend time exploring. If an NPC informs you about a certain section of the game world, the map will unlock the area and show you both its name and where it's placed on the map. Though, it's still up to you as the player to figure out the road that leads to it. The dev team are super big fans of customizability, so we couldn't resist the idea of including a settings menu where you can change the appearance of your phone, opening up customization such as different color schemes and backgrounds. We are super happy to announce that the first draft of the camera system is working. With this app, you can change the hue, saturation, brightness and contrast of the screen. And you can even save it down to your computer. As for now, this is a very early implementation, but I thought it would be interesting to show you guys that we've got the ball rolling on it. Making cool backgrounds is fun and all, but we figured that we were in need of some more depths in our scenes. Before, we've relied on having horizontal parallax on our levels whilst locking the vertical axis, but we've realized by giving the levels a sort of horizon line, we can enable the levels to have a parallax in the vertical space as well. This milestone has been very content focused and content heavy, which is all thanks to the editor seeing huge quality of life improvements, such as a play button directly in the editor, which has been very helpful. We've also fixed a new system that lets us jump level to level by accessing portals that we've placed within those levels. Doing this is very useful as you can quickly just make one level and connect it to another and kind of keep a continuous flow as you make more levels. Another big change has been allowing for the editor to impact the variables used in our scripts. This is useful for reusing scripts where we see fit. An example of this would be for different instances of a spring to have a varying amount of bounce. Let me show you. And yeah, that's pretty neat. A new system that we've been working on is a overlay effect editor. In the past we've only had support for rain in our scenes in regards to weather and stuff, but taking a step back and rethinking it, we made the decision to make a generalized overlay system that we can make screen particles that have varying a range of movement options and size and color, and also a overlay scrolling system, which is more suitable for making fog that covers the screen. This has been very helpful and has definitely brought more atmosphere to the levels.
Still going off, watching out for anybody, cause I gotta keep my left hand like a bodyguard. Chef Boyardee, Roly can. I'm roly anywhere, cause I'm the man. I do this, I said that, don't really give a fuck. You know I'm jumping off on this shit. Got bitches with fatter butts, I'm killing it. Niggas mad cause I'm ripping it.
Hold up, bro, pass me the mic, but just stay diligent. I got caught driving on Henny and almost flipped the whip. When I shoot, I bet you do aerobics on some silly shit. If the car don't got no horses, how I'm gon' bip in it? I'm fraudulent, but I still flaunt the shit. Put it on off and offer other shit like funk. I got me in the coffin. Just don't check the laws and that I'm lost in.
Because I'm lost in the brain, Simnatric, it's my synergy. I've been obtained the pocket. Ain't really give a fuck because I got it. Just like a wallet. Hold up, baby, need a check on my wristwatch. Time Audemars click and anything I will stop it. Nigga, stop it. Cartiers just to match the frame cockpit. Switching motherfucking gears with my index as the pussy fucking next. I don't give a fuck, I've always been the next nigga. Watch out before I pick you like a gold digger.
And that's all, folks. Hope this devlog satisfies. Up until next time. Oh, excuse me, gotta take this.
Hey, Stratomai here. I got the video bumpers you asked for, boss. I'ma give you a snippet, right, Chief? Hey, quite the results, eh? And they're quite potent as well. But they're gonna cost ya. Big time. You know that, right? The sparrow must flee the buoyant field. I think you know pretty well what that means, or what to make of it. I'll leave you to it. Bye.
A very ominous guy, that's for sure. Talented, but ominous. You guys take care. See you next time. Bye.